Welcome to week 3, Techie Tip Tuesday. Today we're going to use an app called Snapseed. This is one of my favorite apps and I use it all the time. So I'm going to take you through a creative cropping and show you a little behind the scenes. So open up Snapseed and grab whatever photo you like and hit use. So as you can see, straight out of the camera, this is not a photo I would generally use without some sort of magic. So, and I wouldn't wear these pants again. All right, so I'm just going to take you through a few of the absolute highlights of this app this week. We're going to do this in 2 parts. So let's crop first because that's what we're working on with the smithereens. So let's hit crop. If you just slide that over, you'll see it right there. Hit crop. And so here, if you hit the little square on the left-hand side, you'll see all of these options. You're absolutely welcome to use the free, which lets you crop in any way, but if you use one of the preset ones, this leaves the best quality photo. Is that true, Jeff?
For printing.
For printing. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of see what I definitely want to crop up high here, and we're going to stick with the little bits and pieces. So I'm going to just move around, see if there's anything that grabs me, and just kind of get my creative eye going. If you wanted to switch the frames, you could also hit this button. Perfect. So that one gives it way too much, so I'm going to go back. And if you get out of the screen, just hit crop again. So I'm just going to play until I find one that might work. All right, so that's not too bad. Even in this, you can adjust it just by putting your finger on the screen and moving it in or out. It still keeps it in that same ratio. So you can see, yeah, I'm gonna grab a little bit like that and use that for my bits and pieces. And then if you hit the arrow on the right hand side, it'll give you a little of what it's gonna look like. All right, so I can live with that crop for now. Another main feature of the Snapseed is tune image. So this is all using lighting or coloring. So you can adjust the brightness by simply swiping your finger along the touch screen. You can go all the way up, or you could darken it. So you'll see it gives you the number ratio, so swiping your finger left or right. With the white backdrop and the white shirt, I'm gonna brighten this up a little bit. If you hold your finger on the screen and slide it up, it gives you all of these other choices. So you can further adjust the ambiance, gives you a little more color or a little less. You can go up again. There's a contrast, so it really brightens the brights and darkens the darks. I like that. Saturation adds a little bit more color in or out. So just depending on what your eye is gravitating towards. Everybody likes something different. Jeff and I'm always going one way. If I see an image, we'll go the complete polar opposites. I'll be thinking in my head, oh, I'm totally going to brighten that as he's darkening. So there's no right or wrong. It's just kind of what works for you and what you're wanting to create. So right within just that tune image, you can see what a huge array of choices that you have. I'm going to keep it kind of washed out like that a little bit. And if I'm happy with it, I'm going to press the right arrow key and it'll save it. There's also a super black and white option in Snapseed. So let's play with that for a minute. Hit the black and white and it instantly turns that image to black and white. You can hit on this star portion here to give you even further tuning in the black and white. You can hit on the contrast. The bright really brightens it up. Dark or film gives it a little bit of a grainy nature. So within each of those, if one kind of strikes you, you can again further brighten or darken. Again, simply by swiping the finger left or right on the screen. Same thing, you can hold on the screen and lift up and you'll get a contrast button, which you can make the contrast more so or less. Further, if you hit the button on the right, the little circle, it gives you all of these colors which just further adjust the hue. So just a matter of kind of playing with whatever you like. I guess I just like it neutral. If you like it, you can hit the right arrow. If you're like, I'm gonna go back, you can hit the left arrow and it brings you back to the initial one. So those are just a couple of the features. There is an automatic button, which just automatically gives you just a set point of what might be, what Snapseed might just naturally intuit as a good fit for the photo. So that's always a good starting place if you're not quite sure, like, what needs to happen there if it's not coming to you. Little color correction. So you can play with that. If you want to go back, again, hit the left one. If your image was, say, the other way, you could hit straighten. Could turn it anyway by simply hitting the arrow. Hit right. Or you can, if your image is off center, you can straighten it. Or you could tilt it just to give it a different look. There's a whole lot more in that which we'll cover. You can feel free to play with those, but really the coloring and the cropping and maybe a little black and white play might give you some ideas for this week. And so just to highlight again, just simply cropping. If you're doing bits and pieces, really just grasping what might work for a specific image, and just for fun, let's just show you like what a different bits and piece that would give you. Jeff is trying to tell me something. What? Oh, to save it. Okay, thanks. Anything else you wanted to add there? After I save it. Okay. So if you want to save this, you're totally psyched with the image. Hit that upper right-hand corner. Save to photo library. And then it shows up in your camera roll. If for some reason if you wanted to see what it looked like before, just hold right on the image and it shows you that drastic difference. So you can see like, oh, wow, Or, oh, no, that one was much better. Not in this case. You can always revert. If you're like, I just want to start right over, hit that left arrow button there. Do you want to revert to the original image? Yes, I want to revert. And there you go. You can start all over. Simple as that. Crop it again. Repeat until you absolutely adore it. All right, so that was just a little behind the scenes for Snapseed. It's a super app. It is a little bit more detailed than just the one over filters, which has its advantages. And just play with it and have some fun, and I can't wait to see what you create.